tonight we're going to start with... Don't leave me hanging.
Oh, me?
Come on. No, ready?
Oh, right!
Because we know you're going to be jealous, because that's right, in a couple hours we're going to go see Run the Jewels.
Well, actually, we've already seen them because
that's right.
we're working on internet time.
That's right.
And it was phenomenal. Amazing.
True.
They're the greatest tag team of all time.
That's right. Kind of like us a little bit, you know, in the greatest tag team of comic book hype that you could get.
Yeah, sure.
On the
we're
internet
in different divisions, you know.
That's right. Yeah. We're kind of the farm league. They're like the professionals. You know,
Totally.
what are you gonna do? But anyway, we have a bunch of comics for you that are on time today, which is always excellent. And we're gonna start with a kind of cool, like slightly reimagining, revamp thing. John Carter at the End, brought to you by Brian Wood and Alex Cox, who may or may not be the man that brought you Repo Man. Not quite sure on that. And Hayden Sherman, who I've never seen any work from before. But this is a cool kind of more post-apocalyptic version of Helium, I think it is. That's right. Of
I'm pretty sure it's called Mars.
Of Mars. Well, whatever you call Mars speak there. But John Carter and Deja Thoris' son has taken over and turned Mars into a kind of desolate place where, you know, the rich run everything and the poor get nothing. And John and Deja are back with very large guns and team up with their alien brethren to take down their son, which Deja is not too happy about. It's got some cool art by Hayden Sherman, who just definitely got this kind of scratchy Sean Murphy look, a little bit Riley Rossmo going on here. But this is for Dynamite, looks really, really, really good. And it's the beginning, there's a bunch of different covers and stuff. So yeah, you know, if you need some Mars apocalyptic shit, then yeah, well, whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And from Marvel this week, we have the 4th issue of The Unworthy Thor, in which Thor finally almost picks up the hammer again. He spends like half the issue actually in flashbacks staring at his hammer, and then half the issue throwing down alongside Beta Ray Bill against Thanos' Black Order for possession of the ultimate Thor hammer. Not like the best Thor hammer ever, but the one literally from the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Which is, for the record, way cooler looking than the regular one.
Yep.
Just saying.
It's vicious looking.
Yeah, this has awesome art, as usual, by Olivier Coipel, but also joined by Russell Dauterman from the main Mighty Thor series, doing one of the flashbacks, as well as Fraser Irving and Asad Ribic doing flashbacks as well. So altogether you get like 4 great artists in there. As much as I wish it could be all Coipel, it's not a bad package at all.
And it came out on, well, only a week late. What are you going to do?
Hey, that ain't bad.
Big release from DC this week. The Justice League of America, not just regular Justice League. That's right, of America, Rebirth #1. Spitting out of Justice League vs. Suicide Squad. This is Steve Orlando and Ivan Rice, Joe Prado, bringing you Batman's new, edgy, badass Justice League team. You've got Killer Frost, the Ray, the Atom, Lobo. Is that Black Canary?
Yeah, it is.
Black Canary and Vixen, who I really like. I've always really dug Vixen. They've done some recent one-shots on Vixen and the Atom and the Ray, which have been selling quite well. So if you enjoyed those, this is the main book where it's going to be continuing. And if you enjoyed the Justice League Suicide Squad, then this is definitely a good spot for you to continue with if you were looking for more Justice League of America action. And of course, Batman helps, you know, sell it.
I'm personally just psyched for the first new Justice League roster since the New 52 started.
Wow, has it really been that
Pretty
long?
much. Yeah,
wow.
like they switched up the Green Lanterns that were on the lead for the Rebirth, but that's about it.
God damn.
And another DC team book here, Suicide Squad number 11, featuring new artist John Romita Jr. That's right, the GOAT superhero artist. I'm calling it right now, greatest of all time, the chunkiest heroes. He's redesigned them all, because, you know, that's his one.
Whatever.
And mostly because whenever he draws a costume these days, it's just always slightly off model. Just saying, not that I don't love it, but it just kind of happens, you know?
And it's thick. It really is.
The first splash page is just like 6 of the baddest, thickest looking, like, Black Ops superheroes you will ever see, like, sliding down into battle and then proceeding to like blow up and stab and eat everything in sight.
And Killer Croc is amazing looking.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
Like, I thought Killer Croc in All-Star Batman was totally sweet, so I'm really happy to be seeing him drawing him here again.
Well, cool.
It's also got a backup story with art by Eddie Barrows, where some truly, truly shocking things happen.
Some, you would think main story things would be happening.
Yeah.
But, John Romita Jr. can only draw so much a month. He got spoiled on that Millar money.
Yeah.
They're not paying him enough.
That happens, man.
And from Valiant, continuing the expansion of the Divinity 3 Stalinverse epic that is happening by Matt Kint, we have the third in series of one-shots focusing on different characters. This one is Shadowman, the Battle of New Stalingrad, in which New York, which has been coined New Stalingrad because there's a lot of noise in this video this week. It happens. It's live. What are you going to do? Anyway, it's rated as live, I guess. But yes, Scott Bryan Wilson and Robert Gill, who did the Book of Death, sees Shadowman Freedom Fighters, which is kind of this unfortunate band of characters who are not going to last at least half this issue, fighting against the various forces of the CCCP, and then, boom, out of nowhere, magic crap happens, and Shadowman appears in all the nice Kirby glory with a big staff, and all these dead zombie things come back to life, and they begin the serious battle. You throw in Commander Bloodshot, who's freaking awesome. Gotta say, that's a really cool character. And Eric, which is the Exo Man of War character. And you have a serious, Valiant-sized battle on your hands here. All in one issue. Looks pretty cool. And there's actually a really great backup by Juan Jose Rip, which tells the secret origin of Baba Yaga, which apparently, in also tying into Rasputin, and Rasputin like magically birthed this nasty Baba Yaga thing and then tried to kill it. Clearly that doesn't go well.
That's a mental image. From Marvel this week, we have the second Running with the Devil #1. This is Kingpin #1, written by Matthew Rosenberg from Black Mask's We Can Never Go Home. One of my personal favorite titles of that year. Art by this guy,
Ben Torres?
What's his name? Ben Torres? I want to say, Ben Torres, who I had to Google to like figure out who he was. But apparently he did a bunch of work for Image, early 2000s, late 90s, like, with really, like, Frank Miller-esque sort of throwback superhero stuff, which was really, really interesting. And he's sort of adapting that style to something more along the lines of, like, the Punisher Max art style.
Like Lawrence Campbell a little bit.
I think it really fits. You've got this super squat
Kingpin looks great. His chin.
And it's in, like, the classic training sequence where he just beats the crap out of, like, 5 dudes casually and then goes on to have conversation with his underlings or whatever.
It's really cool.
Yeah, real classic stuff, combining the classic Frank Miller characterization with the sort of juxtaposition of the Netflix character with the whole, I want to do what's best for my community, and I'm actually a nice philanthropist, and also I'm going to murder the crap out of anyone that gets in my way.
With a car door. That was vicious. And my final pick is a book I'm very excited about. This has been my favorite sequence or story out of the Island Anthology magazine, produced by Image and Brandon Graham and Emma Rios. This is A Land Called Taro by Gail Bertrand. There's 3 different stories in here. Everything in here is entirely wordless, but it's like you opened up the Final Fantasy manual, and all of a sudden this whole world just appeared before you, and you didn't have to play the game anymore because it just told it to you. And these follow this one character who's kind of this, I don't know, he's like, a bit of a mage, mystical kind of dude who goes on various adventures and literally encounters stuff that Mobius might have drawn, or like some Miyazaki stuff. But it's really quite powerful and profound, and especially since it is wordless, there's a lot of your own interpretation that you can put into it. But this is a great hardcover, and he rides this cool little like goat mule thing that he's rocking, which I really dig. But this stuff has been absolutely phenomenal. And along with Ancestor and Habitat, they've been collecting the stories in the same format, at least size-wise, which has been really nice. So if you haven't been picking up Island because maybe you only liked one story, highly recommend checking it out, especially if you are into fantasy video gamey type of stuff. So.
And my last pick for you,
oh man.
I feel like that's a pretty wholesome book there.
That's a really
it's
wholesome
all
book.
ages
It's a positive
adventure,
thing,
you know,
yeah.
It gets a bit heavy at times.
Yeah.
It's very emotional, but
emotionally,
then
yeah.
you just got stuff like this. Blubber.
Number 4.
4 issues of this depravity. Continuing to be published by Fantagraphics here in Seattle, Gilbert Hernandez is just using this book as a receptacle, a rag of sorts, for his disgusting expulsions from his brain.
Whatever excess bile is coming off of that.
If you thought that his Love and Rocket stuff sometimes gets a bit weird, like nasty and fetishy, and like, why are you putting this in front of me? This is everything that didn't make it in there.
Oh man. There was
That's all I'm
literally,
gonna say.
it was like one page out of that we could use for a preview, which you're probably seeing now. The rest of it, well, use your imagination.
Just not okay. There's bits all over the place, and there's bits going into bits, and then like exploding,
and coming from bits, and bits out of bits,
and burned bits, and it's a lot. It's really a lot. I wanted to say that to the end. You know, kids, they don't have the attention span that the rest of us have necessarily, and I thought they wouldn't make it to the end, but
who are you kidding? Kids don't watch us. Anyway,
kids don't read comics.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, we also have the long table tonight, 6:30 p.m. till 8. Come and talk comics with your friendly neighborhood geeks. I will be here. Morgan won't, but you know,
I gotta work.
That's right. I am working. All right. See you all next week. Thanks for watching.